Good morning, students. This is your EVS teacher Neha Anand, and I am here to teach you Class 4, Chapter 3, My Extended Family. Family. What is family? All of you know well that family is a group of people who are connected to each other and stays together. Family is very important for us. It fulfills all our basic needs, and all family members are attached together emotionally. So here we read about two types of family: immediate family and extended family. Parents and their children who are living together in a house known as immediate family. Like you are living with your parents in a house, then your family is an immediate family. But when your elder brother or elder sister got married and they are having children and they also live with you and your parents, that type of family is called extended family. Means when a married son and daughter and their children also live with the parent, that type of family is called an extended family. And our chapter also is My Extended Family. In an extended family, there is grandparents, uncles, aunts, their children live together. May or may not they live in the same house, city, state or country, but they usually meet on special occasion. It is not necessary that in extended family all the people who are living will live in a same house, but they connected to each other, but they meet on special occasions. Understood all of you? So that type of family is called extended family. Family gathering. Family gathering means a special occasion when all family members gather together. This occasion may be a happy as well as sad occasion. Happy occasion you can say like festivals, birthday parties, wedding ceremonies. These are happy occasions when all family members gathered. But there is sad occasions also, like somebody's funeral, some mishappening, any accident. So the family members come and visit each other. So these celebrations, when there isn't any happy occasions in family and all family members gather, they eat special meals, dance, sing, they enjoyed themselves. And these family gathering also bring closeness between family members. The elder people transfer their values and traditions to the younger children, to the younger generation, and these gathering also gives us patience, tolerance, and teach us how to live happily and peacefully with all the family members. This type of family gathering gives us lots of fun and pleasure. There is a next topic, nucleus of the society. Nucleus, it means core, main, very important. So family is the center or nucleus of the society. Family is very important for the society because to make a society, to build a society, a family is very important. Family make their children familiar with the society culture, traditions. When any guest come to your house, what your father and mother told you? To touch their feet, to wish them good morning, good evening, namaste, hello. So these are the cultures which our family gives us to their children. Family cannot be separated from the society. Maybe there is any social issues like illiteracy, unemployment, educational opportunities, all these the social issues which are happening near us, it's affect our family life. That's why family is considered as the center or nucleus of the society. So all of you understood that family is the center or nucleus of the society. What is the role of family? Family is the first school of child. It means a child learn everything from their family members. They learn good manners, discipline, cultural values, everything from the family. A family take care all the emotional and physical need of children and help them to grow in a well-educated, well-behaved adult. Traditions of the family strongly affect a child's personality. Whatever the child's personality is strongly affected by the traditions what is teaches to the student, to the family, to the child by their family and family members. What the younger generation learn from their older generation. It means what your elder one, your grandparents, father, mother taught you, what they taught you to be polite, generous, calm, to help those who are in need, be responsible, do not run away from your duties, always respect other person and listen to others' opinion. These things are older generations always advise to the younger generation. If children are taught good values, the society will become a better place to live in. And if a family taught their children, their younger generation good values, then it make our society better place to live in. In extended family, maybe the people are not in touch always, but whenever they come in the family gathering or any family functions, they transfer their thoughts, share their views, experience, and this maintain strong bond over a period of time. Now the last topic is family role in bringing up children. Every member of the family play an important role. The father used to earn money and support his family financially. Mother do all the household work, take care of the children. But nowadays it is changed. Today in many houses, mother also start earning money. They also go to the office as well as do the household work. Both the parents work together in looking after the house. The father also help in the household work in nowadays. So children should also help their parent in doing household works. Parents teach them good values and also help them to grow up to be good citizen of the country. So it is the parents' responsibility to taught their children to be a good citizen of the country by helping each other, by being responsible and always doing their duties with patience and humbleness. Thank you. So this chapter come to an end. I hope all of you have understood this chapter. Okay then, bye.